tankers. I've been enlisted, drafted into the German army as a Panzer tank commander, kicking off a series of videos where I will venture down the German research tree of armoured vehicles in the first-person shooter game Enlisted. The goal? To become a Panzer ace in the Tiger 1. In this first video we'll take a look around the interface and I'll jump into the tank and go through the tank training tutorial. This will give you an idea of what's ahead. I won't be showing any battles in this first video. First recorded battles will feature in the second upload in the series. The video uploads will be about the tanks and the tank crews. The game also features infantry and aircraft, but I will not be including those parts of the game in this video series. As my channel is mainly about tanks and armoured vehicles, I only want to feature tank battles in the videos. Any infantry play during my sessions in the game will be cut out and edited. I'll be starting in the Panzer IIc as a rookie commander. Let's just take a quick look at it. This is an early Panzer tank, part of the German Blitzkrieg forces deployed during the early years of the Second World War. I'll talk more about the tank in the next video. The way I plan to do this series is upload battles in the tank, show you how I'm getting on with it. The battles will be recorded live, no commentary, just me talking as I'm playing it in a casual style. If I'm able to get good with the tank, I might upload a tank guide which would feature commentary like my World of Tanks videos. If we just take a quick look at the research tree for the German vehicles, the next vehicle I'll be playing, as you can see, done quite a bit of research for it, the Panzer IIIb. If I scroll across, you can see I have quite a journey to get to the Tiger 1, or Tiger E as it's called here, the Ausführung E variant of the Tiger. I've got to get through various Panzer III and IV variants, various tank destroyers and the Panther before reaching the Tiger 1. To progress, I'm also going to have to unlock tank divisions as I research vehicles. As you can see, I only have the 5th tank division. Certain tanks in the research tree will require me to have different tank divisions, so I will require multiple tank crews. I only have limited slots. You can purchase more crew slots and you can also purchase premium tanks if you want to spend money on the game. I might put a bit of money into this game if I stick at it. As well as reaching the Tiger 1, the other goal is to reach the rank of captain. There is a ranking system based on battle performance and you gain ranking points. I've already made some progress by reaching the rank of sergeant. If we go back to the main screen, you can see there is squad management in this game. Again, won't be focusing on infantry squads for the videos. I'll be just showing you about tank crew management. In future, when I've learnt a bit more, I will upload a guide on tank crews including skill upgrades and loadouts. My first impressions, having already gained some experience with several battles, this game is going to be difficult. I want to produce this series as casual play mostly, just a bit of fun. I'll try my best, but I could end up being the worst Panzer tank commander ever. But the main thing is that I just want to immerse myself into this tank simulator and try and enjoy for the experience rather than trying to dominate the game. There are too many sweaty players in Enlisted. You would have to be a no-lifer playing this game all day to get really good at it. I'll be playing most days during the week, but only a session of 2 to 4 battles. I can't play any longer because this game is too intensive for me to play any more than that. It can be stressful, I'm not going to lie. This won't be a weekly video series, there will be no fixed schedule of uploads. It will just be whenever I've got enough decent recordings and progression in the game that I feel it's time to upload the next video. It could be as long as a month between posts. But the series will be uploaded as a playlist so you can see all my episodes during my time playing and progressing through the game. Right, let's jump into the tank. Okay, tank training. As you can see, we are in the tank. So, for the steering driving, it's the WASD key as usual. So I'm going to move along. As you can see, it seems very awkward. So just get to this arrow here, following the guide. Right, so we've got track is damaged, so we've got to leave the tank to repair it. So very realistic. It's not like just pressing a key and you stay in the tank. You've got to get out of the tank like this and you press the T key. I think it was the T key to get out the tank, and then I've got to fix it somehow. I've got to hold the T key. So this is where I've always got a problem trying to fix the there we go. So it looks like it got to point at the part that's broken down, which was the tracks, and then you hold the T key. Got there in the end. That's the F key, so it's F to get out of the tank, F to return. So that's going to be very awkward. So when your tank is needing repair, like if the engine goes, tracks go, you've got to jump out the tank. Quite often I'm shot. So let's just steer this tank now. So we're going to this arrow here. You can see how awkward it is. We're not even over really bumpy ground at the moment. So we've got to destroy the marked target. So I'm just going to stop the tank. So obviously it's the cursor. Wait till it's that circle's on the cursor as well. And then we fire. So we've got to press the 2 key. And this is the gunner's seat. So you do have different positions. You'll go from like the gunner to the driver, and with some tanks there'll be a commander's seat as well. So I've got to hit the target. You can see the cursor's red there. I can't penetrate it. That's what it's telling me here, that the crosshair colour changes when you point it at the target. We've got to switch to the ammo because we've been firing HE. HE is for infantry, as it says here, HE anti-infantry. So we need like the AP shells for the tank. We've got to fire HE shell to remove that shell from the barrel, and then it switches to the AP for the anti-tank shells. And you can see the cursor turn green now because this shell can pen the tank. Let me see, we're now hitting it. I hardly ever remember to switch to my HE shell when I'm up against infantry. I'm always using this kind of anti-tank shell, so I need to do that more often. So it's telling me now to hit the tank chassis around these tracks here. And then we've got to hit the ammo stowage. So basically you're looking for weak points on the vehicles when you're firing at them. So it says now turn your crosshair at the target to the right. Hit the engine. You can see, I mean, the stability on this isn't too bad actually. When I move, you see where I move the gun? The tank that I'm playing, the stability on it is awful. So we need to replenish in the zones, so we've got to move to these replenishment zones. So I've got to follow this arrow, and you can see there's a little icon there. This is where you kind of get more ammo when you're depleted. There'll be parts on the map when you're in battle. If you have depleted all your ammo, you can reload, but you have to get to certain positions on the map to do so. I've never done that yet. I never survived long enough. You can see how awkward it is to move the vehicle. Half the battle at the start will be getting used to moving around. So it says here tanks have different armour thickness on different sides. Frontal armour is usually thickest. Sides have moderate armour. So we've got to find a weak spot. So this is what you'll be doing when you do come up against enemy. You're waiting for that cursor to turn green. Eventually you'll know about the weak spots as you play this game. Also here it looks like it's the turret, or somewhere around in between the turret and the you can see how tricky it is. Let's see if there's a lower plate I can hit. There we go, lower plate. Always a lower plate. If you can get, you see how the stabilisation on it? It's not very tricky. There we go. So now we've got to aim to see your next target and destroy it. Remember that projectiles don't fly in a straight line. So I think you've got to... now we're moving on to another target, infantry, and this is where you need to switch to your HE shell, which I forget to do when I'm in battle. I'm going to fire the first shell out, which will be AP. Let's just try the HE now. So that's your HE, which is way more explosive. You see all the infantry will just splatter everywhere. You'll get more hits, more kills doing that. That's what I'm failing to do. Right, I've got to use the machine gun. The machine gun, you're using the same target, your same reticle, should I say. But this time you press the space bar, so you're not firing with your mouse button. Press the space, and then you've got your machine gun firing away. Use this on infantry, don't be afraid to use it. You can mow them all down. You'll probably be using that more than you will do your main gun, to be honest, especially on the tank can't play. Okay, that's tank training over. So that's a first look at the game Enlisted, and a chat about what I want to try and achieve. The next post will feature a few battles in the Panzer IIc, as well as taking a more detailed look at the tank. Okay, that's it from me. See you next time.